Let's Nightfall, episode 21, and this week's Nightfall is Sepiks Prime. Not too bad of a solo, though with Grounded on, you got to be careful not to be jumping around. For that part right there, I would just Sparrow on by, but if you want to spend 20 seconds to kill those ads, then feel free to. Killing those ads isn't going to have any effect on you hitting gold tier score or not. Once you get into this first room, just hang back. You'll have some Hive fighting some Fallen. Small Arms is on, so you're going to be melting everything with your primary. You can let them fight if you're super under light and not worried about time. But all in all, the first initial ads are very easy to clear out very quickly. So as far as setups go, I'm going to have a shotgun on for the first room, switch to a sniper for the spider tank, and then switch back to a shotgun for the boss fight. I'm going to have Gallahorn on the entire time for my heavy, though a sword would work great for this first room and the boss fight as well. So if you want to use a sword over Gallahorn, if you don't have Gallahorn, you don't want to use a sword, then I would use a rocket launcher personally. So there's the modifiers: Epic, Small Arms, Juggler, Grounded, and Chafe. Not too difficult of a solo this week, like I said. Grounded, though, if you're forgetting about that and you're jumping around, that can get annoying. As far as primaries go, use your best primary, whatever that may be. So you pull out your Ghost, and for this first wave, come up to where I'm at, and you're going to have a bunch of these guys flow out of this door. Use your grenades, use your supers, shotgun, whatever it may be, your primary, to take them out quickly. Though they won't hang up there with you, they'll want to jump down, but they will jump back and forth, so just be aware of that. And with Chafe on and your radar gone, make sure you're not too glued in, aiming down sights. Make sure you are zipping around. So you'll have to fight off two big waves, but there's kind of mini waves in between the two big waves. So for the first wave, you saw me take out the Fallen that came out of this door, the Dregs, some Vandals. You will have more Dregs and Vandals spawn on the other side of the room and flow in. This, the guys that I'm killing right now. You will also have, I believe, 2 captains. Now, as you dwindle this wave down, as you see Dregs, they'll come back and forth. As this little first initial spawn that you take out, the next is going to be a bunch of Shanks that will spawn out of this side door. And here they come right now. That's why you saw me looking back to check for them, because they are very, very dangerous guys. They will just sit up there with you and just start melting you. So I would suggest using your super on them. You will also have another wave of Shanks spawn out to the left, and as you see, they will flow right to you, and you saw me kill them. As far as setups go for classes, I'm on my Warlock. I'm running Void Bomb with double scatter grenades. If you are on the Titan, I would run Hammers or Smash, whatever you want to do, just something offensive. Though if you are lower light, you might want to rock Bubble. And Hunters, I would either do Golden Gun or Night Stalker. I would probably personally just go with Night Stalker, but if you want to use something offensive, use something offensive. So the second wave will not come in until you clear out the entire first wave. But remember, those little Shanks, that's like an intermediate wave, and they will come in as you dwindle down the first wave. So you saw me take out that second captain. Okay, first wave's down. Now second wave is inbound. And with that second wave, you are also going to have Hive spawn along with the Fallen. Be careful of the snipers. You will have 2 invis snipers you need to be aware of. There will be one on the right side of the platform. There he is right there. We just took him out as this guy jumps up. So again, with Chafe off, make sure you're aware of your surroundings, because the guys will jump up here, some of the Fallen. And then that invisible sniper right there that you see me shooting. So for the second wave, be worried about the snipers and be worried about the wizards. Gallahorn will make quick work. They're really quick, really easy. Now you see me checking back to my right every few seconds, because you will have a second intermediate wave of Shanks that will spawn during this second wave of enemies. So again, I would save your super for them because they are dangerous. So keep checking to my right, every few shots, every few kills, because I know I'm dwindling this second wave down, waiting for them to spawn. Here they come, and you saw, that was like half a second, and they took me to half health. So I would definitely save your super for them, because I think the Shanks are probably I wouldn't say the most difficult enemy, because they're definitely not in this first room, but I think they're the enemy that will get you killed. If you're not paying attention, they all come out at once, and they can melt you pretty quickly. So after you take out that second wave of Shanks, the Shanks are all done. Nobody else is going to spawn out this door behind me, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, as you saw, I'm shooting across the room. Those guys aren't coming out of the door yet, which tells me that there is still an ad up from kind of the previous little wave, and there he is right there. Once we take out this captain, then the last bit of the big second wave, they will start to flow out, and here they come. You will have some dregs. you will have quite a few invisible sword vandals. So just be aware of that if you are on the ground, because they can wreck, especially with grounded on if you're trying to jump away and they hit you, and they can kind of come from all angles. I like to just hop down. That's why I have a shotgun on. You can just wait for them to come up on you and you can melt them pretty quickly. There's quite a few of them. I don't remember exactly how many there are. So once you do take out these invisible sword vandals as they keep coming, you will then have to take out a major captain. Once you take him out, you will be able to move on. He will spawn with this wave. You see how there's some vandals and some drakes coming in. He will spawn with these wave of guys. There he is right there shooting that scorch cannon. That is the guy we need to take out. I'm going to do a quick fast forward here. You're not missing anything. I was just killing some ads to build up my super. I got my Nova Bomb. Okay, cool. Now we can move down to the ground. I'm going to use my super, grenades, and shotgun to take out the captain that we need to take out. Once you take him out, you will be able to move on. At this point, I'm going to switch to a sniper. For the spider tank, there should be tons of ammo all over the ground, and I was lucky enough to have a special ammo box right here. You could also switch to Sleeper Simulant for the spider part if you'd like to, just to have something else that can do a lot of damage from very far away. Gallahorn is fine too, and I like having Gallahorn on just in case some of the ads creep up on me. For these guys right here, just use your primary, or you can try and run past them. Just be careful jumping around because of grounded. So here we go. We are out on the second part of the fight. This is very, very easy. You just got to be aware of the walker when it does shoot its shots, that you're somewhat behind cover, and you have tons of room to move. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with how to kill a spider walker or a tank. We're shooting one leg, then we're shooting his crit spot, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. As you see, his gun attack will do quite a bit of damage, so just be aware of that. And you will have every so often a captain and a sniper vandal spawn to your right, and they will kind of come to this area right here. So I'm going to stop shooting, as I thought I was getting hit by one of them, but I wasn't. But here they come right now. So just be aware of that. They will be spawning every so often. And if you don't want to have to worry about them at all, then just come over here to the left, as they don't usually push all the way over here. They will stay over on that right-hand side or go up top to my right, and just kind of be in this little pocket right here and finish off the spider walker from this position. That way you don't have to really worry about the captain and the vandal that spawn, but you do have heavy, you do have your grenades, you do have your primary, just in case they do start shooting you. I'm going to super duper fast forward here the rest of the spider walker fight. All you guys are doing, taking out a leg, doing his crit spot. When he's shooting, move behind cover, wait for the shots to be done, you hear them explode, move back out, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Super easy. Just make sure you are super far back and not pushed up in any way. Once you do take out the spider walker, I would spend some time, if you're doing good on time, to take out some of these ads just to build up your score. It's nothing too difficult, nothing too dangerous. You can take them out from super duper deep. You can, if you want to. I normally would just run on by, go up this right-hand side where that little Siva cluster is, hop on my Sparrow, and then zip on by. But I was kind of worried about the amount of snipers that there are, and with grounded on, I wasn't sure if grounded count if you're on your Sparrow, because I mean, your body's off the ground. I guess the Sparrow's on the ground. I have no idea, but I was doing perfectly fine on time, so I just spent some time to take out these ads to build up the score. I'm going to fast forward again here. Just took out some ads, moved up for the heavy ammo box, looking around for any special ammo as Juggler is on. Again, you're not missing anything. So I dwindled down the ads, built up the score. Now I'm just going to scoop up some ammo, hop on my Sparrow, and then zip on past the rest of these ads. So away we go. We are now on to the boss fight, which isn't too difficult of a boss fight, though with Chafe on and grounded, you can sometimes get into some hairy situations with not knowing where enemies are, and we're so used to jumping around in this game that grounded can come back to bite you sometimes. So just try and focus on not jumping around at all. So when you first get out here, if you've never done this strike before, Sepiks, you won't be able to hurt him yet. He'll have some Vandal, just initial spawn of them around the room. Again, nothing too difficult, nothing too dangerous. Just use your grenades. Your primary is going to melt absolutely everything in this strike. Once you do take out the initial wave of ads, then Sepiks will get out of his little prayer trance that he is in. That shield will come down, and then you will be able to do some initial damage on him. Now I do have my sniper on still. I decided to keep it on for the initial damage phase, and then once his shield goes up, I am then going to be switching to a shotgun just so I can have something a little bit more close quarters, as I am using the hung jury, which is a scout rifle, which is a more long distance, not necessarily up close quarters. So there we go. So his arc shield is up. Once you see that shield, come down here to check to make sure a captain's not going to come up behind you. Always come down there. Okay, and there he is. So he would have been making his way over to us, and with radar off, you got to be careful this week. So okay, cool. We got the shock cannon. Now we'll be able to take down his first shield. So if you've never done this strike or you're brand new to Destiny, he has 3 phases now. He has a shock shield. Once you take it down, you'll be able to do some damage on him. Then he will put up his second shield, which is solar. Same thing, you will have to kill a solar captain, and then you will take out his shield. Then you'll be able to do some more damage on him. Then he'll have his last shield, which is void. Blah, 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 blah. So this little room right here is going to be our safe haven. Again, you can have ads come up the staircase to my left, so I want you guys to be checking periodically. When the wave of ads are coming in, just go down there and check real quick. See if there's any ads. I was about to say matriculate, as I know you guys love that word. Make sure that they're not bunching up down there, because the last thing you want to do is be fighting these shanks and the ads out here. Maybe one of the cannon captains is coming up on you, you're low health, and you got to bail back, and then you get stabbed in the back by a drag coming up the steps, and that's, a really tilting death. So just make sure you're checking back behind you on those steps. Now, once you do kind of clear out some ads, definitely move out so you can pop some shots on Sepiks. If you are taking damage like I was just then just fall back, because you can shoot him through the little window right here, but obviously you're not going to be able to see him from all of his teleport spots from this little area, so you will have to move out. But if you are in trouble, then just move back, because a lot of times that little window area will block a lot of his shots. Okay, so I just saw a drag spawn and ads are spawning. So again, hop down these steps and check. Just take a look. Okay, I'm not seeing any movement, not seeing any presence of any ads, no captains. So that's telling me that everybody's up top in the regular area. If Chafe wasn't on, then yeah, you don't have to go down there and check. But without your radar, it's better to just make sure that there's no ads sneaking up on you. So here we go. We took down a Scorch Cannon captain, used the Scorch Cannon to take down his second shield, and now we'll be doing what we did, clear out some ads just so there's not any cheap deaths that might happen. You're getting pelted by Sepiks. As you see this ad come out of nowhere, again, make sure. So I came down just to make sure I wasted that grenade because I thought that dead drag was an actual live drag. So you saw that. That was just one ad by himself. Sometimes there'll be 5 or 6 that spawn there. Majority of the time, the only ads that will be down there when it's just kind of these normal waves is the captains, maybe a drag or 2. The majority of the time when ads are on that lower level and they come up the steps is when the ship comes in and starts dropping off ads. And that will start happening during this second damage phase when we can actually do damage to Sepiks. So I did the same thing, guys. You're clearing out ads, making sure you're not going to get any cheap deaths. Once you feel it's clear enough, move on out. Do some damage, let your rockets fly. I would definitely save your super. I would not use your super on Sepiks. I would save it for if you get in trouble. I would save it to help take out the cannon captains. So just hold on to that super. That's why I have a shotgun on too, just in case I don't have my super. That's something else I can kill the cannon captains with. Like I said earlier, you can also have a sword on. Okay, so here we go. The ship is starting to come in, and as you see, it does a ton of damage. You get hit once or twice by that thing, and you're going to be very, very low, and I'm at 400 light. I'm just going to try to pop some shots on Sepiks. I'm letting the ship drop off ads. Once that ship does fly away, I'm going to go down the back steps and see if any ads have pooled up down there. Doing some more damage on Sepiks. Okay, ship's gone. Let's head down here and see. Here we go. So those ads would eventually probably leak up that other staircase on the other side, but some of them would also have an opportunity of coming up behind us on this staircase right to my right. So good thing we came down here and checked. Again, if Chafe wasn't on and you did have your radar, you wouldn't have to waste your time coming down here and checking because you would see if anybody would come up behind you. And a lot of time, those ads, they'll just stay down there, sitting there. They won't even come up the staircase. So it differs here and there. The ads are kind of funky. Sometimes they'll stay down there, sometimes they'll come up, sometimes they won't be aggressive at all. You saw me check back there real quick as you see the captain right here. Both of them were. Got a 2-for-1 right there. But I checked that back staircase because I saw some ads up here in the normal area, and that told me, okay, we're on the third shield, even though I didn't see Sepiks transition to the third shield because I moved down to take out these ship ads. I made sure to come down here and check just in case about that captain, because those guys are very dangerous if they do end up coming up behind you on the staircase. And there you go. That's it. It's pretty much home free from there. You're not going to have any more captains spawning. You're not going to have any more shields that you're going to have to take down. All you have to do now is take out Sepiks. I'm going to start fast forwarding here. Not going to be a super duper fast forward, but somewhat fast. Just still be able to kind of make out what I'm doing. All you're doing, guys, is dwindling down the ads. Once you feel comfortable moving out, move on out. Use Galahorn, use Sleeper Simulant, use a machine gun. You know, use whatever heavy you're using. Use your grenades. Use your super now on Sepiks. Use your primary. Your primary is going to do a ton of damage on him with small arms, and you'll be able to melt him fairly quickly. As you see, I'm just dwindling down ads. With Juggler on, I ran out of primary ammo, and all I have is a shotgun. I was waiting for a pack, popped a pack, letting Galahorn fly. Now I'm just looking for some primary ammo so I can finish this bum off. As you see, there's none on the ground. There we go. Finally got me some primary ammo, and now we will be able to finish Sepiks off. He's got a sliver. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. And there we go. You've done it. We've done it. Not too difficult of a solo this week. It's actually fairly easy. You just got to really remember about grounded, as that's going to be the thing that gets you in trouble, forgetting about that and jumping around. For the first room, the shanks, they are dangerous. Just don't forget those shank waves. And for the boss fight, just make sure you don't have guys coming up behind you. So hopefully this video was helpful, and hopefully it helps you get it done this week. We can fast forward to the rewards, see what we get. Man, oh man, that's 4 straight weeks of straight garbage, and now I remember why I stopped doing the Nightfall. Hopefully this video was helpful. Have a good one, guys. See ya.